here it is again, once again, Frankie Donna's TV, like, share, subscribe, any way you feel like it. Hey, you're gonna do what the fuck you wanna do anyway. So, everybody, I haven't reported about it, but ASAP Rocky has been locked up over in Switzerland for a few weeks. He could possibly be facing 6 years in prison if he's charged and convicted of assaulting a guy who assaulted him first. It's a shitty situation. I haven't really said anything about it because, like I said, I have no real. It's fucked up. It's racist. It's really not a good situation. But I can't help but think what ASAP Rocky was asked about, Black Lives Matter and all of that, and he was like, "Oh, all lives matter," and I was like, "Okay," he was showing his ass, and I was like, "Okay." So now this is his nigga moment. He's having his even if you in a binge, you still a nigga moment. He's being brought back to reality with this. That's what it takes. I mean, Freddie Gibbs had the same thing. He got that rape case in Austria or whatever. So now, so there's a history of rappers going overseas and getting in trouble. And reportedly, he's in some real humane prison or some shit like that. The conditions are crazy. But he's been jailed for more than 2 weeks. And they're going to need another week to investigate, even though he's got a lawyer. So Kanye called Trump Friday and made a plea for the president to get involved. So then President Trump, the only president that I could ever remember that has a Twitter, 45, says that he's going to do what he can. He said this yesterday, that he was going to do whatever he could to get, ASAP Rocky back home. And then he tweets out this morning at 6:52, just had a very good call with the Swedish PM who assured me that American citizen ASAP Rocky will be treated fairly. Likewise, I assure that ASAP was not a flight risk and offered to personally vouch for his bail or an alternative. I like how he put the dollar sign in the ASAP. Trump is actually kind of hip. And he says, our teams will be further, we're talking further, and we will agree to speak in the next 48 hours. So, I don't know. I mean, do I think Trump really gives a fuck about ASAP Rocky? I don't think so. But, when you look at Trump's relationships with rappers back in the day and in the past, I mean, he's an entertainer. He's helping out a fellow entertainer. There's a lot of people here that he could be helping out. But, hey, that's a whole nother video, a whole nother subject. But, yeah, Trump is going to do the dues and get ASAP back overseas. Now, if it does work out, now ASAP's in a compromising position because you can't come back over here and be like, oh, fuck Trump, and he just got you out of jail. So it's a different, I don't know. I mean, for all I know, ASAP might be a Trump supporter. I don't know. I just know he wasn't fucking with us like that. Trump has done this before last year when he got LeAngelo Ball out, when he got arrested over there in China. And then LeVar Ball had that whole big blow up on CNN, and so Trump looks out for the entertainers. We know that for a fact. So everybody crying about ASAP Rocky, making y'all T-shirts, and oh, it's not right. Hey, he'll be back. I just hope now that ASAP, this was his moment. That nigga, you still a nigga moment. He got his moment, and it is what it is, man. We talked about that on this podcast I was doing earlier this week called Hash Takes and Hot Takes. Look that up on iTunes and SoundCloud also. But yeah, this is your news for the day. So Trump is definitely gonna make his vouch to get ASAP Rocky back to the States.